Donald Duck, Donald Duck.
Goofy.
Donald Duck, Donald Duck. Hey, Sora. Hey, Sora. Hey, Sora. Hey, Sora. Hey, Sora. Donald Duck. I'm Donald Duck.
Last weekend was the 20th anniversary celebration of Kingdom Hearts, which means that nobody who liked it when it came out is young anymore. Part of this celebration event was a series of game announcements, most notably the reveal trailer for Kingdom Hearts 4. There's a lot you could do with a trailer like this. You could point out the details. This is distinctly R2-D2's foot. This is real-life Shibuya, Japan. This is Donald Duck. But it's Friday. That's all been figured out at this point. People, they've put their red circles where the red circles need to go. And then I guess you could also have this future forward discussion, right? If Star Wars is a given, that means any Disney property is on the table. Where do you want Sora to go next? But to be very frank with you, that particular conversation bores me to tears. It's predicting a thing that will be inevitable, but it is not worth predicting. It's like, what is Lara Croft's favorite color? I don't know. She's got one, but she'll let us know when she wants to. Same with Kingdom Hearts. And I mean, this trailer ends with magic in the making. It's the very last thing you see, right where you would normally see a release date. That implies they're not close to being ready to give a release date or even a release year. This is just a little treat. This is a little 20th anniversary treat. Criticism seems unwarranted. Praise seems unearned. It's just a little candy that they're dangling in front of our eyes. So here are my minor revelations from the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer. Number 1, feet make people talk. Sora's bare feet are in this trailer. They're not like a focus of the trailer, but they do seem to be a focus of the surrounding discussion around the trailer. I guess it is funny that this girl, at some point while Sora was sleeping for 7 days, pulled his socks off. But generally, it's a disproportionate amount of people talking about how Sora's feet are more human-like now, whereas they were big before. And it's like, I don't fully get it. It's like when you're on Twitter and you just read from a bunch of people you follow and don't necessarily follow, but they're getting retweeted, but it's not like the same group of people. It's like multiple friend groups all care about this thing you've never really heard about or care about. Like a couple of weeks ago when people were all crazy about NASCAR drivers drowning in lava. And it's like, I don't get it, but as an observer of culture, I'll take note of it. 2, I'm really emotionally unavailable. I feel like there was a time this trailer would have made me lose my mind. This is Kingdom Hearts 4. And yet, I feel nothing, practically. I wonder, right, there's jaded and wizened. I feel like we might be wizened. I feel like we might just generally be wizened because we know what this announcement entails. Yes, we see what we see, but we've also played Kingdom Hearts 3. We know the baggage that comes with a Kingdom Hearts game. And on the same side, this is objectively cool. This is factually epic shit. And yet, nothing. My downturned face remains unchanged, even as I watch Sora, the most iconic video game character of the PlayStation 2 era, sliding down a side scraper, changing gravity at his very whim, and not even that can make me smile. Dear viewer, is this the darkness? Number 3, Hades is doing something scary. So Donald and Goofy throughout Kingdom Hearts have met Hades at least 40 times. At this point, he's kind of a joke to them. He's not a scary guy to Donald and Goofy. And it seems like they're even searching him out specifically. And yet, when they see Hades, this is how they react. That's more than a simple whoa and whack. Donald and Goofy are shrieking. Those are death shrieks. One more time. So it's like, Hades has either transformed, like Small Feet Sora, and he's more scary than normal, or he's playing some kind of prank, like he's holding a dead horse. One more time. Yeah, it's one of those two things. Number 4, hood suit guys are pointless bozos. This look was cool one time, when Mickey Mouse did it, and since then has been increasingly terrible to look at. And we all know why this design exists. You can find 100 interviews that refute this. That person's lying. This doesn't exist, so you can be intrigued as an audience member. Ooh, I wonder what the person looks like under. It's so you as a designer can fill in those details whenever you want to, if you ever want to. We pick up on that. This is blatant. And if this is a new arc, this is the Lost Master arc. You're already starting it off on a wrong familiar foot. Those zippers are too damn big. Feet shrink, the zippers, they seem like they're getting bigger, man. You can't zip that up. And it's magic in the making. Magic is in the making. It's in the making. I realize this could all change. Change this ASAP. Shine some light on those faces. At least give them some eyeballs. There you go. Is that Vegeta? Compare these. Dude, it's Vegeta. Dude, it's Vegeta. Dude, it's Vegeta. Dude, it's Vegeta. And finally, number 5, grappling hooks are the new experience points. If you're charging full price for a video game today, it needs some sort of progression system tied to experience points. This is a simple fact. I talk about this all the time. Now, Sora's new grappling hook makes it clear to me that from the standard set by Halo Infinite, The Batman, and Horizon Forbidden West, grappling hooks have become the next AAA $70 necessity. You can't charge that much without having it. And the crazy thing is, when I was writing that bit, I was like, Kratos, you're gonna need to find a grappling hook. And then I rewatched the Ragnarok trailer and he's got one. He's fine. So it turns out that's just one of those dumb bits that's like, too true. Delayed input, too true. That is delayed input for this week, too true. I'll be back next week with another brand new episode and hope to see you then. Thanks for watching. Last weekend I was able to see Sonic 2 with my niece and nephew in theaters, in a theater. And I know a lot of you were hotly anticipating my takes, so here it is, my official Sonic the Hedgehog 2 film review. This movie, of course, has Sonic, but introduces Tails and Knuckles, and once more features Jim Carrey, reprising his role as a slightly less horny Riddler. The best part of the movie to me was that Sonic did this pose for almost a full half second. And remember last week we were talking about inside jokes and ones that I like. I like when it's innocuous. I like that somebody who's never seen Sonic do that pose before just think he's doing a very cool pose. You know, they're not missing out on anything. But those people who know that this is Sonic's most iconic pose feel deeply gratified. They feel nourished. The worst part to me was probably this moment where Knuckles and Sonic are talking about groins. My nephew whispers to me, "What is a groin?" And you know how much I like talking during movies, so what I did was I just swiftly double pointed down to my crotch. And he got it. He nodded. And it made sense contextually given the conversation that Sonic and Knuckles were having. But afterward, I do regret not giving more information. Because what I'm thinking about now is like, if he hears about somebody pulling their groin, what is he going to imagine? So I do regret that. I do regret not giving more detail in that moment. Overall, my niece gave it an 8.9. My nephew gave it an 8. I, of course, give it a 10.0. When you average those together and then account for Sonic inflation, our score for Sonic 2 is a 4.5. Better than Boss Baby 2.